Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this broadcast. Thank you so much for your continued support. We are still proceeding with our today's political analysis. I came across this Malema's post. Malema from South Africa is now demanding the current administration resignation. President William Ruto has shown that he is unwilling to lead with dignity. Julius Malema, leader of the Economic Freedom Fighters. President William Ruto has shown that he is unwilling to lead with dignity. What do we understand when we say with dignity? It is all about leading appropriately, showing the protesters respect, coming up with a conclusion on what these people are protesting for. That is how I can extend my observation by putting whatever Malema has said to the current head of state into conclusion. But we want us to dig deep into this. Why is this now acting as a bombshell to UDA administration? Remember, this is not the first time. Julius Malema always seek help. No, he always give this government a piece of advice. He has been keen and watching whatever the UD administration is also doing to Kenyans. Before I carry on, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching for the first time, having interest proceed with this kind of political discussion, I request you kindly do me a favor. Take a 1 second, click that notification bell and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like my videos, share and give us your opinion. And to those of you who had subscribed to this broadcast, I want to say thank you so much for such a great support and may God bless you. Let's proceed, and I'm going to be very much brief. Malema is speaking sense because a leader is expected to rule with dignity. A leader is expected to understand what people are saying. A leader is expected to humble himself and listen to the voice. A leader is expected to know that power is not permanent. Today you are in power, tomorrow you will not be in power. That is how you ought to think it in your mind. So whatever happened yesterday and will still continue to happen in this country is called Mahim the Death. In fact, it is a chaotic demonstration, not done by the peaceful demonstrators, but some of the government hired goons just to do away with this demonstration because they fear that the Gen Zs might overthrow them from power. But the only advice I can advise to the current youths who are demonstrating. Of course, we participated, but let us now come to the drawing board. Yes, we have demonstrated, and we will still demonstrate. How are we going to beat this current regime to come out from power? That is something which should be discussed seriously. Number one, by having two weapons. The first weapon is ID. All votes. Have your own vote. Then the second one is brain. When you have brain, you will not take handout. You will know, you will have this. You will think that I need a country where I can at least purchase this at 20 bob. I need a country where I can purchase 2 kg of flour at 80 bob. So how will I get it? I will only get it or purchase it when I elect a leader with dignity, what Malema is saying. The current head of state deserves respect. Every leader, every Kenyan deserves respect. But when Malema said about dignity, is describing it because he has seen how the government of UD administration decided to take this demonstration carelessly by even putting live wire mesh on the road. They don't care that, so that if a Kenyan touch that live wire mesh or block put on the road, then he or she is gone. And even I saw the IPO and other law firm have sued this and rejecting this movement. So they don't care. That is what Malema is saying. Dignity. People demonstrating, wanamwagiliwa maji. Hiyo inaonyesha dignity? It can't. Watu wana demonstrate, wanawapiga tear gas mpaka the former Chief Justice David Maraga. In fact, hadi nikajiuliza, why should we have respect to some people? Mpaka former Chief Justice ni kama Martha Koome andamana apigwe tear gas. Enyewe government eats its own people. Power always rotate. Hata siku moja tutaamuka tuseme sasa watu wanaandamana, you will hear the former president has been tear gas. Look at that. Hata mimi nikiwa rais, you ought to show people respect. You ought to come up with dignity. Find out why are these people doing this and that. That is what Malema is questioning and asking government to look at. Not just putting it politically, but now digesting it. What is this term dignity? How can we portray dignity to other people? Those are the things we should raise to UDA allies and any person in this country. As much as you are a leader, you have several positions. But the truth of the matter is that Kenya's demonstration is now well known worldwide, and it has exposed several things. I saw even Uganda questioning Kenyans when the broadcast was instructed by a live broadcast was instructed by the current head of state to be switched off. What a shame are we in as a country? That is what I can conclude, ladies and gentlemen. What are your takes?